I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect to be finding myself here at 4 in the fucking morning recording this video about some very serious allegations that have come to light. But here I am, you know, so I better strap myself in because this will be one hell of a fucking roller coaster. And this is coming from the person who rode the steel curtain and screamed like a fucking baby. And normally I'm as stoic as a statue. This will be a video covering the recent drama and controversy surrounding CavitySam's boyfriend. I have never covered CavitySam on this channel, so I'm sure there is a decent chunk of people watching that really have no idea who she is. Maybe you have heard her name here and there, so I will provide a basic synopsis just to fill you in on the context of who she is and I guess why you should care. CavitySam is a world-famous artist, as dubbed by Aaron Fector, who has amassed over 16,000 subs on YouTube. She's mainly known for doing animatronic restoration-type content. So, as you can imagine, she has built a rather big brand for herself in the animatronic community. Notably, she is an employee for Aaron Fector on a commission basis. She designed the official artwork of the Rockafire explosion that you can see on Fector's YouTube channel. You know, so she's very talented in what she does. She also designed this very cursed carpetbagger Bad Luck Doll, also dubbed by Aaron Fector. And unfortunately, Andrea herself was not spared the bad luck that comes with this very cursed doll, because some very concerning stuff has come to light regarding her boyfriend. So this is an Instagram call-out post from a user known as Tribute to the Circus. As you can see from their bio, they are 16 years of age. This is a screenshot they've posted taken in 2018. Alright, so that was a few years back. They state they were 13 at the time of this screenshot being taken. The person sending her this message, calling her extremely cute and even pretty hot, is CavitySam's boyfriend, aka Rockafirelover and Bobby Marshall. Alright, those are his aliases. Bobby Marshall obviously being his fucking name. He's not as big as Andrea is. He's got about 1,000 followers on Instagram. I think he's mainly in her shadow, as is the case of really anyone who dates a public figure or someone of interest in a community like this. But, you know, given the amount of attention he has and the amount of minor fans that, you know, come with a community like the Rockafire explosion, allegations like this need to be taken very seriously. So, in this screenshot, Bobby Marshall is responding to this 13-year-old's Instagram story. Now, I understand the Instagram story here is a bit blurry. In fact, the average person would have better luck trying to decipher Egyptian hieroglyphics and read out the words in this story, but I have enlarged it, and I'll do my best to decode these ancient symbols. From what I can see here, it's a pretty generic story. You know, anyone who actively uses Instagram or Facebook is going to see something like this pop up on their timeline. It usually goes something like, if you like this post, I'll message you something I've always been meaning to tell you. You know, it's how you get some juicy gossip from your friends. DM me and tell me what you really feel about me. It says no balls, nothing gets saved. Go ahead and send me something you've always wanted to tell me. Go ahead, speak your words. It's just between you and me. Screenshot this and add it to your story to see what someone's been wanting to tell you. Text me, whatever, good or bad. And Bobby Marshall decides to hop on this 13-year-old's Instagram and sends her a DM replying to her story.
Oh, dang it, Bobby.
Believing this message will be private, he flirts with her, calling her extremely cute, and going a bit on the ballsy side here and adding that he finds her pretty hot. Alright, not something a grown man should be saying to a minor. And this here is the second screenshot taken a few months earlier, back in March, according to the timestamp. Circus, I hope they don't mind me calling them that, has stated that the blurred image is a picture of them in cosplay. Now, I'm assuming it's blurred to protect their own privacy, so, you know, out of respect for this person, please don't dig that image up. Bobby, once again, calls her cute as fuck, okay? Once again, being a bit of a buzzword, a keyword here, because that suggests that Bobby has flirted with her multiple times in the past. I left a comment asking if he would have been aware that this user was a minor at the time, because honestly, I do believe that is a pretty important detail to clarify. Being negligent in getting that information isn't an excuse, but it is vital in establishing intent, alright? Without context, you don't know if this guy is knowingly pursuing a minor, or if he's just a fucking dumbass, alright? Being a dumbass isn't an excuse, but it at least shows that your motivations weren't with ill intent, alright? And C believes that he would have known. Now, this isn't a one-off moment because, as you can see here, he's left another post on another 13-year-old girl's Instagram, calling them, his classic trademark, extremely cute.
Dang it, Bobby.
Alright, and the age was very readily available, as it's literally in her Instagram bio, okay? You know, and to play devil's advocate here, calling someone cute isn't inherently flirtatious, but given the additional context of the previous exchange, yeah, it's certainly suspect. You see, I was one of the first people to get informed of this exchange, and I initially intended to grill Bobby in private to get some answers, but word quickly spread over to the CavitySam Discord, and I had to make an immediate change of plans. I stepped up and got some answers while everything descended into complete fucking chaos. At first, he puts out a very generic PR type response, honestly. In my opinion, it doesn't come off as sincere, but the message states the following: I'm not trying to excuse my actions, but this happened back in 2018. If I had known their age, which this information was very readily available to him, I never would have said those things or reached out to them like that. I would like to apologize to them, okay? And him clarifying on this point, you know, clarifies that, yes, the intentions behind those messages were flirtatious. If they were innocent, age would not matter here. And honestly, calling a minor hot is not fucking innocent. So if we were to believe his story, that would suggest he's just DMing random girls on Instagram, completely ignoring their bios, by the way, because like I said, this information was very readily available, and calling them hot, which really doesn't make him look any better, okay? If you're going to reach out to someone like that and try to get in their pants, you at least want to make sure you know who you're fucking flirting with, alright? This is a very flimsy excuse. I mean, it's still plausible, I guess, but it's not very believable. Well, he does consistently maintain the excuse of him not knowing the age, alright? In another post, he says, I honestly did not know. I apologize to anyone who I may have hurt or interacted with in any way. I take full responsibility for my actions. I was extremely lonely back then and had basically nothing and no one, so I was just trying to find someone to connect to. Once again, I'm not trying to make excuses, just trying to apologize. I legitimately did not know her age. This is back in 2018. I was trying to connect with people in the fandom and made some compliments without knowing the person, and that was wrong. I will be stepping down from the server for a while to help keep everyone comfortable. I apologize to anyone who I may have hurt, and I do think stepping down from the server is the right decision to make here, especially considering that is a server with minors. With a lot of minors, actually. If you have someone who has a history of making inappropriate comments towards minors, would you trust them as, say, a school teacher, right? It's the same dilemma, you know? You just don't take any chances with that stuff. Soon afterwards, the server was temporarily shut down, and the moderator here, Renster, put out a statement saying that the moderators as a collective group do not agree or tolerate with what was said or happened, okay? And that the shutdown is to give them the opportunity to think things over, which is completely fucking reasonable, alright? I can imagine this was a massive bombshell to drop on their Discord server. One of their administrators is accused of being a pedophile. CavitySam left the server earlier when things were ramping up. These moderators, who are all, I assume, volunteering ordinary people, had this massive responsibility thrust on them out of nowhere. So I can imagine handling this ordeal must not be the most pleasant of experiences, to say the least, alright? So I guess the moral of the story here, regardless of whether or not Bobby's intentions were malicious or not, is to make sure you know the fucking age of the person you're flirting with, alright? That should just be common sense for anyone on this planet at this point, alright? If you're a grown fucking man, you want to make sure you're not flirting with a teenage girl. A girl that's just going through fucking puberty. Make sure you actually know who you're trying to pursue romantically. Especially when it's something as simple as looking at the bio of the person you're trying to get with.
When I saw this post, I was so disgusted, I fell to the ground screaming and crying.